Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us this morning. Appreciate you joining us here on a Thursday morning. We're glad to have Andrew Gabriel joining us from EquiTrust here shortly. We're going to be discussing some of the really strong features EquiTrust is offering in the annuity space at this time. I know they're also going to be introducing a new product here next week, so we'll be giving that a brief overview when Andrew's on as the presenter here shortly, so we'll go ahead and get information over to him in a few minutes. But otherwise, thanks for joining us here today. This is Matt Tour with Insurance Agency Market Services. I'm in the annuity marketing department here at IMES. Been here for a number of years, and we look forward to having you on board with us today. Great time to be in the annuity space. Really nice interest rates being offered across the board. Some really good fixed rate guarantees. Also, the cap rates and uncapped strategies on the index side are very strong right now, along with the bonus rates. Bonus rates are extremely competitive, so great programs going there. And we look forward to a very strong second half of 2025. Should be a great next few months through the end of the year. Looking forward to that. And we'll go ahead and get things going. We continue to offer our new producer builders. I know we have different levels you can qualify for based on production. And we have a lot of different items you can choose from, anywhere from iPads to cash to seminar programs. We have a radio program you can choose from, different seminar presentations, preset appointments, a lot of good stuff you can choose from based on your production in the first 6 months with IMES. And it's a great way for you to really expand your business by using some of the lead generation programs. Good chance for you to really move up and move forward based on your production levels, based on IMES helping out that. We also have a referral program. You refer agents to IMES. We pay you out referral bonuses based on their production. On an indexed annuity, you get a 20 basis point override on their production. On life insurance, it's 15 basis points. Single premium life, it's 7.5 basis points. And then MIGAs is 10 basis points based on their production. A great way for you to get quarterly bonus checks from us based on your referrals. I know we do have agents that call me all the time, ask when those referral checks are going out. And they usually get sizable checks coming out to them based on the referrals production, and a great opportunity for you to really expand your bank account. And more referrals, of course, the more that write and the bigger those checks become. So great opportunity there. We also have our marketing reimbursement program. We reimburse into an account to help you with your marketing costs. We reimburse half of your costs. So you send a bill in for $1,000, or reimburse up to $500 of that based on your balance in your account. We do put in $100 for every $100,000 annuity premium on the index side. On the life side, they do $200 for every $100,000 of single premium life, and $200 for every $10,000 of life target premium. So good opportunities there. We also have a great back office support team here at IMES. Great new business team, great creative team. Help you out from start to finish on your new business items. We'll review an application before it goes in. I know we see about 65 to 70% of our apps come in now on e-applications. And most of those do come in pretty much complete. We'll review some numbers real quick to make sure they make sense. Then we'll get those forwarded onto the home office. If we do see problems in the meantime, we can always give the agent a call, go over the details that we're having issues with on the app, and go from there. I know it really makes the processing time a lot quicker by using e-apps. Great program we've got through Firelight right now. Most of our carriers utilize Firelight. Good e-app program system they have. Good chance for you to expedite the whole process by using e-apps. Really cuts down on delays and cuts down on processing time for sure. Got a great marketing team here in both the life insurance and the annuity side. Lots of good experience on both ends. I know we've got a great group of individuals that can help you out both sides of the business. We have a website we've had up for a number of years. Helps you out with forms. Maybe you have questions regarding AM Best reports on carriers. Maybe we're looking up some tax information on a specific client. We also have a lot of different resources you can utilize for sales presentations in our sales resource library. We also have a lot of good links you can utilize for looking up the latest interest rates on fixed rate annuities. Maybe you're looking for the best 5-year rate guarantee for a 90-year-old in Washington. You can plug that information in. It's going to give the best rates based on that situation. We also have a income quoting device. You can compare up to 3 different companies at one time on a side-by-side comparison on income payouts. When you look up information on income payouts, you look it up by age, amount going in, and delay of payment. And it's going to give you the top payments based on that. Really good software program we've got available to you out there in the field. And we do have a lot of agents that utilize that on a daily basis. So keep that in mind. As I mentioned, e-apps, we use Firelight as our main annuity e-app program. It's done through Luma. I know there's also Sunfire and iPipeline, and you're just mainly on the life side. So a lot of good platforms you can utilize on that end. It really helps speed up the process on getting business through and getting it all through the channels. So definitely a good program there. If you have any questions along the way, be sure to get those typed in. We'll get those answered as we're going through the presentation and be able to help you out on that end. As I've spoken to about before, the creative services team, they do a great job. Maybe if you want to get a website updated, maybe you want to create a website. We do a lot of social media advertising. Maybe we do advertise on Facebook or LinkedIn or one of the other services on that end of the business. I'd be glad to help you out with that. They can help redo logos, business cards, brochures, whatever you may want to have redone. They can help you out with email campaigns. You know, do some mailings via brochures, postcards, flyers, whatever you want to do. We can help you out with that. And they have a really good block of individuals on that team have got years of experience. They've got some samples they can send out, sample websites, sample flyers, a lot of good stuff we have available. They can also help you out. We do a marketing analysis with agents, kind of see where they stand right now on their marketing side of the business, kind of give you some ideas of maybe what you should be looking forward to down the road, maybe some different services you can utilize through IMS to help expand your production. We can definitely do one of those with you, like to do one of our marketing analysis. You can give your manager a call here at IMS, or you can give me a call. I'd be glad to get that done for you, get assigned to someone if need be. Again, this is Matt Tour, and I'd be glad to help you out with that side of it. We also have our wealth management team. I know we've seen that production jump up in the last number of years. They've been up and running for about 6 years now on the wealth management side. We see a nice flow of money's coming in for AUM for our agents. It really helps when you can handle both sides of the market, be the insurance side or the security side. I know we've got some great individuals on that end that can help you out with your Series 65 testing. They got a great platform of investments you can utilize, a lot of really good stuff you can definitely take advantage of on that end. So definitely keep that in mind on that side of it. We have our Beachy Keen. We do different trips we have throughout the year. We can qualify based on your production. I know we have actually a trip coming up next week to Quebec. It's based on all production that they just did this last year and a half. And that 18-month qualification took about $5 million to qualify based on that trip. And we're going to be announcing another trip that the production did start here July the 1st. That runs through the end of 2026, so the end of next December. and that will be right around 5 million. We don't have the numbers finalized, but it should be right in that number. And that'll be for another really nice location. We're probably looking at a warmer location. That trip will be in the March, April time of 2027. So a little bit of time between now and then for you to qualify, but should be a great time had by all. We also do our life and annuity academies. We do these about once a quarter. We've got one coming up in a few weeks in August. That's actually sponsored by EquiTrust, the 20th through the 22nd of August. We also have another one coming up in October. That's going to be the 8th to the 10th. It'll also be here in Omaha, and that should be another great meeting. We bring in a lot of great speakers, go over a lot of good information, be it lead programs, software you can utilize with clients, presentations. We go over both life insurance, annuities. Our wealth management team will have a lot of good speakers on all ends of the market, and definitely worth your time. You typically fly in on a Wednesday afternoon. The meeting starts Wednesday evening, runs through Thursday, and half a day on Friday. Then you would fly back to your location on Friday afternoon. But really a good program we put together on these academies. We've been doing them about 20 years now, and have much success with agents that have attended these meetings. We always see a nice perk in their business, and they can pick up information they picked up here in Omaha, take it back to the location, and utilize that in the field. We also have presence on LinkedIn and Facebook under Insurance Agency Marketing Services. We also tape most of our webinars. You can go on our YouTube channel, look up Insurance Agency Marketing Services, and you'll be able to pick up our YouTube channel. A lot of really good stuff we have available on that program itself. So right now we're going to go ahead and transfer over the controls to Andrew. So go ahead and make Andrew the presenter. Welcome aboard, Andrew. Glad you could join us here on a Thursday morning.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Matt. Greatly appreciate that. Can you see my screen good?
Yes, I can.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you for all having me on today. Matt said that I'm Andrew Gabriel with EquiTrust. I'm the internal wholesaler here. I've worked with Matt here for going on almost a year and a half now. So been a pleasure, and definitely have some exciting things going on here. On July 1st, we increased our rates on most of our index annuities, our MIGAs, our SPIAs. We added premium bonuses on top of what we had already done. So I'll go into the slides today here and kind of show you exactly what we did in the premium bonuses. It's a special offer for most of the premium bonuses and things like that till September 30th. Also, we do have a double incentive credit for our trip to Whistler in Canada in 2026 as well. So we'll go over all that here now. As you can see, like I talked about, the premium bonus specials, we went 3% higher on our Market Edge, our Market Power, Market 10, and then Wealth Max Bonus Life. And then once again, like I said, the double trip production credit, as you can see here, received between July 1st through September 30th. For the top 40 producers qualified for that trip. And the 3% bonus also, like I said, is from July 1st until September 30th as well.
So that takes your Market Power bonus up to 15% bonus.
Yep, I'm gonna go over that.
Market 10's at 11. Yep,
I'm gonna go over that here just a moment and show you exactly the bonuses. So like what Matt was just talking about here on our Market Edge bonus index, first year premium only, 10-year surrender. We were at a 20%, but now we're at 23% bonus credit over 3 years. So in the first year, when it's issued, it's 11% premium bonus, and then it'll get a 4% for the end of the first contract year, the second, and then the third. That does equate, and it is compounded out on those bonuses to 24.86 compounded. for those 3 years. So that's kind of nice. It's instead of 23, it's compounded, so it's 24.86. You can see here the ages are 0 to 80. The commission is a nice 7% there, 0 to 75 and 5.25, 76 to 80. We've been getting a lot of traction on this product. And the reason I say that at the end of the day is because there is no fee on this bonus either. There's a lot of fees out there on higher bonus products. Won't name any names, but a bonus of say 24% and it has a 95 basis point fee. We don't have any fees on ours. Also, they have vesting schedules on them through 10 years, or you have to get to the 10th year to even get the vested bonus on the products. With ours, it's credited over 3 years and you're good to go. So that's the beauty of that. And once again, like I said, no fee as well. And very competitive rates as well, which I'll show here in a moment. Also, what you'll see here may be appropriate accumulation over 10-year periods, strong return of multi-year compounded, and offset the market loss. That's kind of what I just went over here a little bit ago. 11%, the 4%, 4%, and 4% in the third equates to that 24.86, 24.9 compounded bonus. Credit over 3 years. Kind of gives you an idea again. And then here's the rates on the market edge. We did increase the rates on the caps, participation rates. It's pretty much every index there we increased in some way, shape, or form. So I know when we first started out, I think the cap was at 3.5% when we first created this market edge product. So we've definitely gone up on the caps since then to stay competitive within the environment.
So when they're buying up, what's the charge for that? Is that 1%?
Yeah, 1%. Correct.
Okay.
Yep. Here's the Market Edge Bonus Index website that you can go to. You can see it does require a additional code. So anybody that's already appointed with us probably has not done or I know that hasn't done the product training if they've been appointed with us for a long time. So they would need to go in and do the additional product training for this Market Edge. And you can see the code here, EquiTrust MEB. As far as the new appointees coming in, that product training will be on our full product training scope. So you just take this one training and then that will take the training for all of our products that we do have available here at EquiTrust then. Here's the market power bonus. Whoops. What we've done instead, like Matt was just talking about, we increased the premium bonus up to 15% instead of 12%. And that's no vesting, and that's for the first year. So any additional contributions that you do put in there in the first year as well will get 15% as well. And then you can see, obviously, this being a higher bonus is great for an offset for replacements as well. You've got old contracts sitting out there that have low rates and things like that. Great opportunity here. Same with the market edge. We will, on the market edge for replacements, we will take up, since the bonus is higher now, with the 11%, in the 4%, we'll take up to a 15%. So the replacement would probably have to be a little less than that. So we're looking probably right around 12% for replacement on that. And that would be the same with this product as well. Just so that we can, at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is stay whole for the cash value for the client at the end of the year for suitability reasons. So.
And the commission is on the non-1010 states. The 1010 states, the commission is 7%, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Have you seen an increased number of market power bonuses being sold since they bumped this up to 15? Does that kind of jump the sales on that?
Yeah, everything's actually jumped up, honestly,
Well,
since
good.
we've increased the premium bonuses. Market Edge has definitely jumped up. Um, Market Edge is one of those that I think, education, obviously, that, once again, it doesn't have a fee. It's not a vesting, it's credited over 3 years. And then you're good to go with that bonus, um, and being very competitive in the caps and participation realm really has helped out that product a lot. Here's the
Excellent.
market power rates. As you can see, the cap is 6.5%, a little higher than the Market Edge had, but Market Edge has a higher bonus. It's kind of, at the end of the day, it's a give and take. When you get higher bonuses, you're going to have lower caps and lower participation rates. Um, and as the bonus goes down, you obviously will have a little bit of a higher cap. So at the end of the day, I think it's really depends on what your client wants. If they don't want a bonus, we do have those products as well. Market 5 and Market 7, market value, that will have the higher caps than these products, just because it doesn't have the premium bonuses that we can put that money back into the higher caps for those.
So if you add the bonus plus a fixed rate, you're going to make 18.75 first year. A little bit higher than
Correct.
that based on compounding.
Yep.
That's good. Yeah,
Yeah. No, that's good.
very strong.
Market 10 has been a solid product too. And the reason I say that is just at the end of the day, we give an 11% bonus now up through September 30th, but it's through the first 5 years. So that is a very positive. Any contributions that they want to put in are going to get 11% in this first 5 years. Plus, on this product, out of any of our other index annuity products, this does have a return on premium rider at no fee. So that it always gives the client some reassurance that they can take their money out at any time, and still get that return of premium that they put in initially. So,
And you go
um,
down to lower amounts on this market 10, don't you? So it's good for IRA contributions and get
yeah,
beginning of the
we
year,
go
end of the year.
we go down to 5,000 for the
Okay,
qualified, 10,000 for non. The rest of the
good.
index annuities are 10,000. Yep. And then as you can see here, the market 10, it's got a 6% cap, a little lower than what the market power is, just once again, because we're giving a little bit more of that juice towards the bonus um, through the first 5 years. So the caps are a little bit lower. Participation rates are going to be a little bit lower. But anybody that's looking to contribute, like Matt was saying, for IRA, great opportunity there to definitely get that money in, or even just transfer from another annuity. If you want to um, direct transfer it over, getting that 11% on there as well. Wealth Max Bonus Life product. That's our index whole life insurance product. It did have a 12% premium bonus on. Now it does have a 15% premium bonus. So if you're not familiar with our Wealth Max Bonus Life product, EquiTrust had this around starting about 2012. They've had a few different variations to this product. Stopped it right around 2019, 2020, and then brought it back out this last year. It's been a great selling product. The nice thing about this, the product itself is designed for wealth transfer, for people that have money sitting on the sidelines, such as money market accounts, CDs, you know, that type of thing, and just don't have a need for it, but they're only getting, say, 4% on it or whatever it may be. Here's a great opportunity to get them, an enhanced death benefit. But we do have options on this Wealth Max that I kind of call it the Swiss Army knife of the life insurance products, because it's got different options. As you can see here, it's got a longevity benefit. It's got the accelerated death benefit riders in it. The longevity benefit is basically, if it's enforced for at least 15 years and they're 85, they can pull from the death benefit tax-free for up to 5 years. Accelerated death benefit rider, you've got the chronic illness in there, meaning for long-term care. So you could pour a portion of that money out for long-term care reasons. And then, like I said, you got the return of premium, you got the terminal illness rider that's would be normal on a index annuity, and then the nursing care rider as well. All right. As you can see here, the account options are very strong on the Wealth Max, a 10.5% cap. So where we've seen sales opportunities, like I said before, whether it's the dusty money sitting on the sidelines, or it could be 1035 exchanges where you've got money sitting over at life insurance or annuities that have low rates again, and they don't really need the money. So here's a great opportunity to get them into something with higher rates, higher caps, and be able to have an enhanced death benefit. Here's the accelerated death benefit rider I was talking about with the terminal illness, the nursing care confinement, and then the chronic care benefit.
They get the nursing home page 36 months.
Yep.
And it looks like if you went to lump, that's a full amount of the coverage, right? 36 months payout.
Correct.
Otherwise, you went to lump sum, it's 85% of your total.
Right. Yep.
That's a nice benefit.
Yeah. No, exactly. Here's the longevity benefit what I was talking about. Excluded at no charge, just got to be enforced for 15 years or also age 85, and no withdrawals or loans or any payments from the accelerated death benefit riders. But then, as you can see here, payments will equal the death benefit time of election divided by 60 to continue for a monthly for 5 years. And then payments can stop at any time. That's it. And that's a new option we did add to this. So with Wealth Max, we added this, a premium bonus we added, and then also it's a streamline on the underwriting process. The underwriting used to be a phone call, and now it's strictly on Firelight, where you can answer approximately 25 questions, and you will have an answer within about 1 to 2 minutes in your email of whether you're approved or denied. So very much streamlined there. So that's huge versus having to wait a day or two to get some type of approval or denial. Matt was talking about the partial tax conversion or inherited IRAs too as well for our bonus products. We've been having great success with the partial tax conversion, whether if it is an inherited IRA, moving it over to a non-qualified account, or if it is an IRA and then converting it into a Roth account. And as you can see here, why would you use a bonus in an FIA Roth conversion? Well, once again, it gives your clients control to pay taxes because you can convert whatever amount you want over a period of time until that the IRA is closed out, and then you have that full Roth IRA. Except flexibility for your clients, potential tax advantages, and also EquiTrust will do tax withholding as well if the client wishes. That's something we would do, but obviously too, as well as Matt would probably agree that if you do have money sitting on the sidelines, that maybe paying the taxes out of that account versus withholding that way, then you're not eating into that principal and having a larger principal to be able to compound on your interest. So I think that's definitely key there, but we definitely give the option there if you don't have money sitting somewhere else, that we would definitely be able to withhold those taxes. As you can see here, how does the PTC work? Once again, it's for Roth or turning it into non-qualified accounts from inherited IRAs. It mirrors the original contract. So we say mirror, it exactly mirrors it. So you're just taking money from the IRA and moving it into a Roth IRA. And as you can see here, it'll have the same effective date, client role, agent, account allocations, credit rates, and riders. The only thing different is it will have a different contract number. As you can see here, the money moves from the original contract to the mirrored one. When the value of the original contract is depleted, the original contract will close at that time. Other rate increases are market value. It's a strong product as well. It's a 10-year product. As you can see here, just a very competitive rates, accumulation for 10 years. It does offer the inherited IRA solution as well. So I can tell you on all of our index annuities, we do offer that inherited IRA solution. So that is nice. There's a lot of people that will call in asking which products will allow that, and all of our products will allow the inherited IRA on the index annuities and MIGAs as well.
Yeah, and you're one of the very few companies out there that actually has a bonus available to clients that are moving money into a stretch IRA or a spousal assumption, what it might be, from another company moving it into EquiTrust. So you can get a nice big bonus on a lot of the products you guys offer. So great combination there.
Yeah, very much so. And that's because I think, like Matt would agree, I don't know, I believe there's only 4 or 5 carriers out there that only offer inherited IRAs, so not very many.
No, very limited. And you guys are a great solution for those contracts.
Yep. Here's the market value index cap rates. As you can see here, like I was talking about before, since this doesn't have a bonus, we're going to have a nice, very high cap on 10% on the market value. That's why people like the market value, just because it's got the high caps, high participation rates, and things like that. Like I said, we do have the market 5, which is a 5-year, and market 7. So if you didn't want, as much of a surrender charge, but you're going to have a little less of a cap as well too. So that's why we give you so many options to be able to choose from.
And having a 70% participation rate, par rate, that's huge.
Yeah.
You're going to buy that up, but say the market was up 20% like it was 2 years ago, you're going to make 14 minus the 1% fee. You're going to make clear 13%. That's a big number.
Yeah, it is. I agree. Yep. No, those are definitely solid rates there. And I think, like I said, I think across the board, we've been getting sales in all of them just because we're being very competitive in that space. And we know that, that's key to bring business in for sure.
Yeah, whenever you can lock in a double-digit return, that's a monster return, and make sure the market drops 30%. You keep your 10% return and move forward. I mean, it's a nice combo.
Amen. There's a Certainty Select, which is our MIGA. It's a minimum 10,000. We have a 3, 5, 6, 8, or 10-year, 30-day window prior to ending the guaranteed period. This is an automatic renewal at the end of the 30 days. So you'd want to make sure whether or not you want to renew, or if, because the client will get a letter in the mail stating, you have 30 days to decide if you want to take it out or if you just want to renew it. So it is an automatic renewal though after those 30 days. The other nice thing about our MIGAs is that you can do the interest in the first year. So you can take that out. So that's a nice thing there. As it's accruing, you can take it out. So it's interest only for the penalty-free withdrawals. And then as far as the renewal goes, a lot of people will ask, is it full commission for renewal? And for street level commission, it's going to be 1% for renewal.
And you guys automatically renew those. So if they do automatically renew, then the agents can get a surprise check in the mail.
There you go.
Yep. Nice.
And then it does issue through age 90 as well. So it's another thing. And then, as you can see here, just the competitive rates. I know the 10-year currently, and I think we'll go over the rates here. Yep, 10 years currently at 5.75%. That's hard to beat. But once again, 3-year, 5-year, whatever you want to do. But I think last year right before I started in January, February, the 10-year was at 6%, so not far off from, I think that was probably the highest they've ever had them, is this
Mm-hmm.
6%. So for at least a 10-year. So
Yeah, and you got a client, you got a 5-year return at 5.5, and the agent gets paid 3. That's better than most. I mean, most of your comps on those contracts are about
2.5.
2.5%,
Yep. Yep.
and getting a 3% comp on a 5-year contract, paying 5.5 to the client's very strong.
Exactly. Here's our choice 4. Choice 4 is a traditional fixed annuity. Does have the option of being able to choose from a no bonus or a bonus on the product. As you can see here, it's got a 1.5 premium bonus on certain options of the contract, so you can do that. It does have a nice thing is it does have a minimum of 3% upon renewal, so nothing less than that. But we can kind of go into the rates. But nice thing about this too is a lot of guys like this because it pays a 5.5% for commission. That's pretty solid. So with the rates, as you can see here, first year you're at 5.5%. There was a renewal every single year for that. But once again, minimum guarantee interest rate is 3%. So it just kind of gives you an idea. The base plus MVA, you get the bonus 1.5 plus 5.5%, and liquidity and MVA 1.
A majority of the ones you sell in this are the liquidity MVA on the 6-year contract. So the
Yeah, I
client
would
gets
say.
6.5 first year,
Yep.
and majority of the time it's going to renew at 5 based on the base rate being 5 right now. But you
Yeah.
have a total minimum guarantee of 3. I know I've got one of these that's renewed at the base rate every year, which is really strong at 5% right now.
Yep, I agree, and that just kind of brings us to the example of renewal rates. We're only one of the few carriers that does very transparent with our renewal rates. So out on the agent site, we will display those so you can see past history of how our renewal rates have done. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know very many carriers that do that. I've been with 5 different annuity companies in the Des Moines metro area, bigger annuity companies, and none of them have ever displayed their renewal rates. And I know that's something that is very important to agents and clients because I know they've been burned before with renewals going down quite a bit. Where at least with ours, you can see that we're very transparent and stay very consistent with our rates. Here's the double incentive credit I was talking about. That is from July 1st until September 30th. But as you can see here, the qualifications from June 1st to May 31st of 2026. Production requirements, 5 million. Eligible business. And that's eligible, meaning that's on our index annuities. If they do MIGAs, then they get half of that. So top 40 producers meeting the production requirements for that. So I know last year, it is a cutoff of 5 million, but I think it was right around 8 or 9 million that would have been the cutoff for the last, 5 people in that top 40. So it's definitely higher than 5 million as far as production goes.
Where'd you guys go last time? Was it Costa Rica?
No, they went to Turks and Caicos.
Okay.
Yep.
Trying to keep all these trips straight is pretty tough.
Yeah. Top 40 to Whistler. And then you can see here also, then we have, this is new this year, is top 10 go to Vancouver a couple days before. So the top 10 will go to Vancouver. And then after that, the top 40 then will go to Whistler. And are you guys going to Quebec here pretty soon?
Yeah, Quebec is next week for the
Next
IMS
week?
trip, and
Nice.
I think the extended trip we're doing is to Montreal, so should
Okay.
be a nice trip had by all there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'll be holding fort up in Omaha, so I'll be
Very
left
nice.
behind. Yep.
Well, here's the recap of the available applications. Like I said, for the 3% bonus, It's all applications received, as you can say, received by July 1st. Doesn't have to be funded, but received by July 1st or September 30th to September 30th, just application received. I think a lot of people get caught up that it has to be funded. No, it does not have to be funded. It's just the application received. And then same thing with the double trip production credit of the application received. As far as the tiered compensation, qualify with $5 million in production will receive an additional 1% on the eligible premium. And when I say eligible again, that's for the index annuities, and MIGAs are half of that. And then 10 million this year's new. So if you get over 10 million, then we're going to give you an additional 0.5%.
It's from that point moving forward, right? So once you exceed 5 million, you get 1% additional on business over 5 million, correct?
Correct.
Yep.
Correct.
Good.
All right. Well, it was great to be on with you here today, Matt. Any questions on the PowerPoint there, or anything I can answer?
Oh, Andrew, looks like we're pretty good here this morning on the presentation. And
Okay.
on your fixed rates, do you foresee any rate changes soon? Are you going to hold pretty strong like the Fed did yesterday? I think the rate's going to stay pretty steady.
Yeah, I think they're going to stay pretty steady from what we are told probably a week in advance, but I haven't heard anything. So that's good. And yeah, like you said, with the Fed, I foresee probably them changing it here in September. So definitely a great time to get them in by the time stuff does. The Fed doesn't always necessarily, once the rates lower, we won't just lower right away. We typically here at EquiTrust are one of the last people to lower rates. We want to see what all other carriers are doing before we will, lower our rates. So I think it's key that we are always one of the last people to lower our rates if other carriers are doing that. So
right. And keep your eyes peeled. I know that there's rumors on the street you guys are coming out with a new product here next week, and going to be a really nice new boost to clients' value. So that'll be introduced. I think the 6th of
August, Wednesday. Yep. So
Wednesday.
there'll be webinars that'll be happening on Wednesday and then also Friday the 8th. So look out for an email that'll be coming to you that you can click on to get on that and be able to learn about our new product.
So what are you guys accepting new business on the 9th? Was that right? Or is it the 6th?
No, the 6th, the day it's introduced. Yep, the 6th.
Okay, good.
Yep. Yeah.
Should be exciting, and I know you guys had some help putting this one together with another, one of the groups out there. So definitely a nice program being put together on that side.
Definitely a product that you'll never see before. It's a company that we work with alongside. They're a product development company that actually introduced the first index annuity back in 1995. So they've got quite a few different patents on index annuities, and this has a patent pending right now on the product. So it'll be the only product out there that would be able to, that one of the first is what I'm trying to say.
Good. Yeah, it should be an exciting new plan, and we look forward to seeing some sales on that. Of course, when it does get introduced, if you already licensed with EquiTrust, you'll have to do the training on this new product.
That's right.
You'll be able to utilize that moving forward. I know it has its own training. Otherwise, if you're new to EquiTrust, you'll do training on all their products at the same time. So it makes it a little easier not to go through one at a time. Everything's put in together. So definitely
that makes it real nice
there.
Yeah,
definitely.
No, sure.
Well, anything you want to finish up with this morning, Andrew, here this morning on a Thursday?
Don't think I've got anything else, but just appreciate your time today, guys, and appreciate your time, Matt. And
we appreciate you being on today, and we look forward to a strong finish to 2025. I know we've got some good momentum going right now in production, so looking forward to have that continue the next few months. Otherwise,
Exactly.
everybody have a great weekend coming up, and I'll be giving everyone a call. So everybody getting a call for the next 24 hours or so, and everyone have a great week.
Thanks, guys.
Bye now.
Have a good one.
Yep, thanks.
Bye-bye.